Okay, so find a spot in your space. We're going to start with our warm-up as usual, bringing awareness to your body from your head all the way down to your toes, bringing the shoulders down. We're starting with the head by saying yes, looking up and down. And let's say no, looking side to side. Ear to one shoulder and ear to the other shoulder. Beautiful. Down to the shoulders, shoulder rolls going back. And shoulder rolls going forward. Into our arm flexion, so arm goes up and down. And switch arm, other side, up and down. And into the hugs in front. Alternating which arm comes on top. Going for our cat-cow, standing or sitting. If you're sitting, hands on the knees. If you're standing, hands on the knees or against a support. We're going to round our back and then arch our back. Very nice. Coming back to center. If you were sitting, you can now stand up. We are starting with the washing machine, feet hip width, and we're going around with the arms. Very nice. Hands on the hips. Maybe you want to get your feet a little bit wider now. And we're going for hip circles. You do that as big or as small as you need. You want to be careful coming forward with your upper body. If you do, try to keep your back nice and straight. If not, we can focus on getting the bum back, so from the side, right? It's less of this and more of the bum coming back, or you're trying to stay upright. Which direction? Very nice. Let's go and grab our support. So starting with the calves, facing your support, one foot in front of the other. We are bending the front leg and straightening it. And let's switch sides. Trying to keep that heel down on the floor. Nice. Let's come back, still holding on to your support. Hand on or other hand on the hip. External hip rotation, foot by the ankle. We open and close, or maybe we make it bigger. See how it goes? You can go with the smaller version or the bigger version. Smaller is a little bit easier on your hip. But regardless of which version you're doing, you're really trying to get your knee as far out to the side and trying to keep your hips facing forward. And switch sides. Try to do or use the same version of the exercise. Nice. Very nice. Going down to our knees, we're starting with knee ups. So trying to keep your torso nice and tall. You don't want to flex your spine. So spinal flexion is rounding your back. You don't want that. You want to try and make sure that your back stays nice and straight and tall as you're bringing the legs up. Nice. And let's get to our heel to bum. Slow and steady. Holding on to your support if you need. Nice. And let's get to our ankle and wrist roll. So holding on to your support if you want. One foot, one hand, same hand, and we're rolling both the ankles and the feet. Switching direction, other side. And switch sides, so other side of the body, other limbs. And switch directions. Very nice. And let's come back and shake it. Very nice. Before we get started with our cardio, we'll do a little bit of shoulder mobility. So for this one, let's actually sit down because it's going to be a little bit easier. So you want to sit down on your chair. We're going to start by sit down on your chair, but keep your back nice and tall. You don't want your back against the back of the chair. Sitting tall, hands are on the shoulders or as close to the shoulders as we can. And we're going to make elbow circles. So we're going to try and get the elbows to come as close to each other as possible in the front, and then make a big, big, big arm circle going back down. So elbows touching at the front if you can, and then bringing the elbows back down. Trying to make that circle as big as you can. Nice. And let's switch directions. So you're going now forward with your elbows. Nice. Breathe. Make it big. Very nice. And come back and shake it. Going with one hand all the way up. We're reaching that one hand as high as you can towards the ceiling. You can look up at that hand. And then side lean, opposite direction. So if your right arm is up, you side lean to the left, and vice versa. Coming back, bringing the hand down, and switching. Other hand comes up. You reach as high as you can, maybe looking up at the hand. Side lean. And come back and bring the hand down. We are now going to do an exercise we haven't done before. We've done variations of it. It's called a T-spine rotation. The T-spine or the torsion. That's not it. Oh, I forgot what the T stands for. It'll come back to me. It's the vertebrae in the middle of your back, right? Not at the top, not at the bottom. The ones in the middle. So
thoracic.
We're going to, sorry?
Thoracic.
Thoracic, thank you so much. Wow, that was T-spine, so thoracic spine, so middle of the spine. Basically, we're going to try and do a little bit of movement in there with a little bit of shoulder as well. Option one, which is the easier version, you're going to start with your hands in front of you, palms are together, shoulders are down. We're going to bring the hand all the way back as far as you can go behind you. You're going to look back and then you're going to come back and then switch. Other side as far back as you can and then come back. Other option, you can do very similar thing, but you can start with your hands on your knees and now your hand is going to go up towards the ceiling and then coming back and then other side. You do need to be sitting down for this one. So you choose which version you want to do, right? Sometimes the one can feel better than the other. I personally prefer the one with my torso nice and tall. So you choose which version you want to do and let's go. We're going to do 5 on each side. So you open up on one side, shoulders are down, arm goes back and then arm comes back to the front and switch it. Nice. And back again. And come back and switch. Back is nice and tall. Beautiful. Come back. And again, I like we're going to do 4 only. Coming back and switch. We got 1 more on each side. We go out and back. And last one out. And come back and bring the hands down and shake it. Maybe doing some cat-cow or rounding the back, arching the back. I don't know if you felt that in your back. You may have. Because now we gotta get ready for our cardio. So take your time here, get some water if you want. Get rid of your chair or get to the place or the spot in your place where you have a little bit of space for your cardio. So, cardio for today. We have 4 minutes only. We don't do anything too crazy. It's technically 8 exercises, but we're going to repeat some of them. And we're going to go 30 seconds per exercise. Everything we've done before, just variations, and I'm putting them together slightly differently. And let's go. So we're starting with marching. Nice. And here, we're starting to get the heart rate up. Maybe you want to pump the arms a little bit more. Maybe you want to lift your knees a little bit more. Maybe you want to see if you can go a little faster. So you're trying to get a little bit of our heart rate elevated. Very nice. Keep going. Beautiful. Let's go into a side tap with an arm reach. Beautiful. Want to make it harder here? Tiny bum back, bending the knees, but you don't have to. We just started our 4 minutes. Very nice. We now have what we call the skater. You start on one side of your mat, you go out and cross back, out and cross back. You make this as small or as big as you can or want, right? So you choose which version you want to do here. If you want a bit more, you can get hand to opposite hip or hand to opposite knee at the front. Let's get into our bum kicks. So kicking the bum behind you. Nice. Option to add the arms. The arms are going to go straight in front. So we're going to start with our hands together or close to our chest and press up or press forward, sorry, when you're kicking your bum. Nice. And really trying to get your arms as far away from your body as you can. You should be feeling that in your shoulders and potentially in your chest as well. Very nice. We're going now to our 2 bums, 2 arms. So bum back, and 2 hands up. And bum back, and 2 hands up. You want to make this harder. See how low you get to go with your bum. So you choose. Beautiful, keep going, keep breathing. We're going to go back to our side to side or side tap with our hand opposite up diagonal, elongating the side of the body. Beautiful. Keep going. Keep breathing. Amazing. We have less than a minute to go. Very nice. We're going into our skater. So step out and cross back. Nice. Do what you can. Hold on to a support if you need. Very nice. Keep going, keep breathing. And we have our bum kicks. So kicking the bum with our press in front. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe and relax. Your heart rate should be somewhat elevated. On a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is easy and 10 is super hard, you are trying to get to between a 4 and a 7. It's a wide range, but we got a wide range of abilities here and ages and bodies. So I'm trying to target everybody. So anytime we do our cardio, I'll start adding more of that during the workouts as well. Anytime we do our cardio, we want to try and get to between 4 and 7 out of 10, at least by the end of it. And as we're recovering, we should be getting closer to a 2 out of 10. So many numbers today. Okay. Are we feeling okay? Yes? Beautiful. I see movement. I love it. So, pyramid. For those who have not done a pyramid before, it's actually, we're doing just half of a pyramid. So technically it's a drop set, but who cares? What we're going to do is, I'm going to give you 5 exercises, right? We're going to remember them. And then we're going to do, each exercise has 2 sides, like of the body. We're going to start with 6 repetitions per side, going through the 5 exercises. Then we're going to go down to 5 per side. And then we'll take a break. Then we go 4. Then we go 3 and 2, and somehow I can't count. So hopefully you get the idea. For this, you need a chair and a ball. So you want to make sure that you have your ball and your chair. You won't need the ball and the chair at the same time, but you want to make sure that they are there as we move through the exercises. I'll show you the exercises first quickly, and it's all stuff that we've done before. We're going to start with a squat with a punch, right? So we squat down, we stand up, we punch right arm. Then we sit down, we stand up, we punch left arm, right? So that's 1 per side. So we're going to do, if we start 6 per side, we're going to do 12 squats overall, and then 6 punches on one side and 6 punches on the other side. Exercise 2, it is a push-up with an opposite hand to shoulder. So you do your push-up. When you come back up, you're going to bring one hand to your shoulder. So you start here, you do your push-up, one hand to the shoulder, you do your push-up, other hand to the shoulder, and you keep alternating. That's exercise 2. Exercise 3, single leg stance with a ball throw. You stand on one leg, you're going to throw your ball for 6 times on one leg, 6 times on the other. Following by bird dog. Bird dog, you start in push-up position, you extend opposite arm and leg, you come back and you switch. That's 1 per side. And finally, our hip circles or external rotations, which is the ones that we do during the warm-up, holding on to your supports if you need, hand by your side, 2 options. Foot by the ankle, you open and close, and then you'll need to switch. Or you do the big ones, one side and other side. Option to not hold on to a support or hold on to your support, whatever you need. Those are your 5 exercises. I will obviously walk you through them as we do them and tell you how many reps of each we're going to do. So we are starting with 6 repetitions per side. We're going to start with all of our 5 exercises. Exercise 1 was a squat with a punch. So let's get ourselves ready. Squat with a punch for 6. So we squat down, we stand up, we punch right. We squat down, we stand up, we punch left. That is 1 per side. We keep going. And punch right. And that's punch left for 2. Keep going. We punch right for 3 and left for 3. Take your time. Go at your own pace as well. Beautiful. And that's 6 on the right. And we have 6 on the left. Once you're done these, we set up for our push-ups. Push-ups, we do 1 push, opposite hand to shoulder, other push, opposite hand to shoulder. I let you do that on your own time. You know what to do. Take your time, take a break when you need it. That is completely fine. You can get yourselves ready with your push-ups. Very nice. We got it. Beautiful. 6 per side, that is overall 12 push-ups. When you're done, you can take a break. You can always march it out in between each of the exercises while we get everybody else to catch up. Or you can do more if you want. Very nice. Keep going, you're almost there. And when you're done with your 12 push-ups, 6 per side, you can march it out. Our next one, amazing. Great job, everybody. Next one is with the ball. So grab your ball. We got single leg stand, so standing on 1 foot, holding on to whatever you need, right? Either foot or arm. And we're going to do 6 throws with 1 hand. And switch it when you're done with your 6 and you do 6 throws with your right. Beautiful. When you're done, you can put the balls away for now. You are doing a bird dog. So against your wall, opposite arm and leg extend. Really try to get your toes and your fingers, opposite fingers, as far away from each other. You're doing 6 per side or 12 movements overall. Don't know much about the French I took, but I do know that I love you, and I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be. Don't know much about geography, don't know much trigonometry. When you're done with your 12, we have our last one. Take your time. I'm just looking ahead or talking ahead. And then we have our hip circles. So holding on to your support. If you need, 2 options, foot by the ankle. We open and close, and we open, you alternate. Keep alternating either the small version or the big version. Taking your time here. Very nice. 6 per side. We'll do some counting today. And when you're done with your 6, you can actually take a break. Get some water. Breathe. What you need. So, now that you got the first round out of the way, we'll see how far we go. We have another just over 10 minutes here. Maybe a little bit less. And so we'll keep cycling through, but every time we remove one repetition from the whole circuit. So I'll still do this one with you, and then I'll let you go off on your own. So we are now at 5 repetitions per side, right? So 5 per side, you count on your own, and then you switch exercise when you're done. Exercise number 1, squat with a punch. Start when you're ready. So we got to squat with just 1 punch, and then squat again, punch the other side. 10 squat overall, 5 per side. On your own time. When you're done with your 5 or 10, depending on how you're counting, we're going for push-ups with opposite hand to shoulder. Same thing, 10 push-ups, 5 opposite hand to shoulder per side. You can start whenever you're ready. So you're going to do your push-up, and then opposite hand to shoulder, do your push-up, opposite hand to shoulder. Keep switching your hands. The further you are here from the wall, the further your feet are from the wall, the harder this exercise gets. Very nice. Keep going. Keep breathing. Ten push-ups overall. When you're done, you can march it out. We'll get everybody to synchronize before we move on to the next one. Unless you remember the next one. If you remember the next one, you're allowed to do it. Very nice. Keep going, keep marching. If you're done, if you're not done, keep going. Take your time. Very nice. Beautiful. Next up, we have single leg stance with ball throws. Grab your balls. Hold on to your wall. Ideally, as little as possible. Holding on. You do 5 throws on one hand. 5 throws on the other. When you're done with these, we're going to transition to bird dog. So by your wall again, opposite, start in your nice tall push-up position, opposite arm and leg extend, and you switch. 5 per side. Very nice. Beautiful. You can keep your arms straight the whole way through for these ones, with just arm and leg go up or down. When you're done with these, we finish up with our hip circles or our external hip rotations. 5 per side. If it's easier to do all 5 on one side, you can do that as well, particularly if you're holding on to your support. If not, you can always go one and then the other. And when you're done with these, take a rest and shake it off. Very nice. Good fighting. Perfect, everybody. Keep going, and when you're done, so you can walk it off, you can get some water. Beautiful. So, next, well, first of all, how are we doing? Are we okay? Good. Very nice. Okay, so now we're going for 4 repetitions per side. I won't do that with you, but I will call out the exercises and we'll go all the way through, and then we'll wait for everybody at the end, right? So, we are starting, so 4 repetition per side, 8 overall, starting with our squat with the punch. Squat with the punch, 4 or 8 per side. Let's go, whenever you're ready. Okay. Show me that punching. Very nice. Really trying, as you're punching, trying to get that arm as far away from you as possible, but the torso stays nice and straight. Very nice. You've got 8 squats. Beautiful. Keep going. Keep breathing. You guys look awesome. When you're done these, we're going to our push-ups to opposite shoulder. I will call these a little bit ahead of time so that you know what's coming and you have the option to take a rest or not. When you're done, push up with hand to opposite shoulder. So you do your push, hand to opposite shoulder, and push, hand to opposite shoulder. Very nice. Very nice. Amazing, people. 8 per side. Good. Then we have single leg stance with ball throws. So push-ups, opposite hand to shoulder, 8 per side. Not 8 per side, 8 overall, 4 per side, sorry. My internet connection is unstable. Hopefully you can still hear me. Let's see. It's still working. So we got our single leg stance, ball throws, 4 per side. And when you're done these, we got our bird dogs. Very nice. Beautiful. Bird dogs. By your wall, opposite arm and leg, extend. Taking your time here. Beautiful. And when you're done these, we got our hip circles, so open or with the knee. Beautiful. We got quite a bit of hips and glutes here, so take your time. Do the small version of that last exercise if it's becoming quite a bit for your lower body. And when you're done, march it out, take a break, congratulate yourself. Amazing. Good job, everybody. Nice. Take a break, take a break. We got 3 and 2 reps. Well, we'll only do the 3s and then we'll let the rest go. Very nice. Amazing. So, taking your time here. We're just making sure we're all on the same page, and we're going to go into our 3 repetitions or 6 per side, right? If you need a bit of a break, please take it. If not, you can get started. We'll do 3 per side. I'll actually put 2 minutes on the clock, so we'll move through that for as far as we can go for 2 minutes. And when we're done, we're done. It doesn't matter if we don't reach the end. Like I didn't calculate how long it would take, so I'm not expecting you to get to the end. If you do, yay. If you don't, that's fine too. Okay, 3 repetitions per side. Let's go. We're starting with our squat with the punch. Beautiful. 3 per side only, taking your time, go at your own pace, but feel free to go a little faster if you want. This is almost the last push. Once you're done with these, we go to our push-ups with opposite hand to shoulder. That's 6 push-ups overall. Great job, everybody. You're doing phenomenal. Keep going, keep breathing. Beautiful. Once you're done with your push-ups, I'm calling them ahead of time. Don't worry about it if you're still doing them. We got single leg stance with the ball throws. So squats with punch we've done, push-ups with opposite hand to shoulder, then single leg stance with ball throws. In looking ahead, we have also bird dog. So push-ups, single leg stance with ball throws. You are approximately halfway through those 2 minutes. So 1 more minute to go. Beautiful. Once you're done with your 6 push-ups, single leg stance with ball throws, and then bird dogs. You guys are looking amazing. I love it. 30 seconds to go. Keep going, keep breathing, go at your own pace. Push a little bit if you want, but also be careful. Make sure that you're okay with your body. Once you're done with your bird dog, we have our external hip rotations, 6 per side. Beautiful. And when you're done, you can walk it off, you can breathe. And wherever you're at, you can stop now. Great job. This was the 2 minutes. It was a pretty okay timing. Very nice. So breathe, take your time here. I have a question. And I think I have the answer, but I will give that out to you. We can work a little bit on balance. That being said, we already did quite a bit of balance in that pyramid. Or we can do some neuroplasticity. Do we have a preference? If we don't, that's okay. I'm leaning more towards neuroplasticity, but you tell me. 1 is for balance and 2 is for neuroplasticity. We got 2s. Sounds good. That's what I thought. Okay, let's do some fingers. So, actually, let's do the elephant first, because I love my animals. So, elephant, we start with our hands out. One hand pinches your nose, and then the other one is gonna grab your opposite ear, and then you open, and then you do the opposite. My God, pinching the nose and opposite ear. And then you keep going. I got so much trouble with this one today. I had to get my brain ready to go. Very nice. Beautiful. Let's do a little bit of our fingers. So hands in a fist, palms are facing you. You can keep your hands closer if you're sitting down as well. You can keep your hands closer to your hips, or you can keep them in front of you, whatever feels comfortable, right? We're going to do thumb and opposite pinky, coming back and switch. And switch. And you go as fast as you can. Keep going, keep going. Now, we're going to go opposite thumb and pinky. Opposite thumb and pinky. That's what we just did, right? We do one each. Then we do index finger and ring finger. And then we switch index finger and ring finger. Actually, let's just stick with that. So index and ring finger, and then index and ring finger. Make this as big as you can or as you feel comfortable, right? The goal is not necessarily to extend the fingers completely, is that you're able to move the right fingers at the right time, right? Even if it's just tiny, that's completely fine. Yeah. And shake it off. Let's see. Let's stick with our rabbit. We'll do the rabbit and then we'll move on to our hands. So, rabbit ears. The wrist, when you do the rabbit ears turns, because it's going to help you a little bit in how you get the movement. And then we do the gun. Then we come back. The other hand switches and you get your rabbit ears and then the gun. And then you switch. Rabbit ears and gun. And come back and switch. And when you're ready, you try and go faster and faster. Keep going. Look at your fingers, close your eyes, do whatever you need to. Very nice. Keep going, keep going. Beautiful. And shake it off. Beautiful. We're going to tap and sweep. Actually, you can do a little bit of wrist release, right? Go slow. You don't want to go too far, right? We've worked on our wrist. We've worked on our fingers. Go and nicely on this direction and then other direction. Wrist extension. Beautiful. Going into our tap and sweep. We are hands on the thighs. We're tapping with one hand and we're sweeping with the other. We're going to switch. We tap with the other hand and we're sweeping. We are going to switch again. Now the sweeping hands, keep sweeping. The tapping hand is going to tap on the thigh and the opposite shoulder. Thigh, opposite shoulder. And you keep sweeping with the other hand. Now the sweeping hand is going to go from your knee all the way up and all the way down. But we keep tapping hand and opposite shoulder. Taking your time. We cross at that shoulder. And if that's too much, stick with the tapping and the sweeping. Very nice. And let's switch sides. So you're tapping now with the other hand. First, we're sweeping, making sure that we're okay with the sweeping. Then our tapping is going to go knee, opposite shoulder. Ooh, my sweeping hand slowed down. You do what you can. And then that sweeping hand will sweep all the way up. Whoa. This is messing me up. And you keep tapping, ideally. And hopefully, to make it a little bit easier, shake it off, shake it off. Last one. We clap, opposite hand to knee. Clap, opposite hand to knee. And here you try and go as fast as you can. We are now going to go, whoa, clap, opposite hand to knee, clap, same opposite hand to knee. So we do 2 on one side and then 2 on the other side. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. See how fast you get to go here? I messed up. And shake it off. Great job, everybody. Beautiful. Okay, just a little bit of stretching, and then we'll be on our way for yet another great and snowy day. Grab your chair behind you with your hands and squeeze the shoulder blades behind. If you don't have a chair, you can interlace your fingers behind you. Very nice. And here you can do some head movements. You can try and keep your shoulders down and back, and your shoulder blades squeezed back. You can also go side to side with your head. Sometimes you feel a little bit of a difference. You can feel stretching in your neck as well. Very nice. Let's come back. Let's put the hands on our knees, and we're going to go for cat-cow. So rounding the back and then arching the back. Wake up all the teachers, time to teach a new way. Maybe then they'll listen to what you have to say. They're the ones who's coming up, and the world is in their hands. When you teach the children, teach them the very best. And come back to center. We're going to give ourselves a big hug because we all need more love in our lives. Very nice. And here you can go and try and walk your fingers as far back behind as you can. You can also do some movements in your torso, potentially. I have some tightness here, and let's switch the hands. So other hand comes on top, same thing. You walk your fingers as far back as you can behind you, and potentially doing some side leans or whatever feels comfortable here. Let's come out of it. We're going to open our legs and we're going to get our hands through. Careful if you get dizzy. If you do, elbows on the knees and try to keep a nice straight back. If you're able to get your bum below bum level, you can go all the way down, putting your hands down on the floor. Letting go of the head, maybe saying yeses and nos here. Enjoy the stretch. Let's get both hands towards your left foot, as close to your left foot as you can. If you're able to put both hands on top of the left foot, try that. Ideally, you want right hand on top. Coming back to center, going to the right. Hands as close to your right foot as you can. Ideally, your left hand is on top of your right hand. Whichever version, or it doesn't matter where your hands are, you want your left on top of the right. Coming back to center, rolling up slowly, taking your time here, particularly if you feel like you're getting dizzy. Roll up, one vertebrae at a time, bringing the head up. Roll the rolls here to help straighten everything. Let's take a deep breath in, both arms come all the way up. And breathe out, big arm circle down. Let's do this again. Big breath in, both arms come up. And breathe out, both arms come down. We do 2 shoulder rolls going back. And we're all done for the day. Congratulations.